What's up, everybody? I was just lying in bed listening to something. It's about the war in Gaza. Well, at least that segment of the video I was watching. It's a long, 2 hour long stream, political. And I mention in videos all the time how I believe in God. I try to glorify Him as much as possible. Do everything for Him, uh, for His glory. Because without His love, His grace, none of this would be possible. And I was just, I'm firing up this game just out of habit, by the way. It has nothing to do with anything. Just a way to exploit my PS5's controller's microphone because I don't have a mic. Well, I do have a microphone, but it's a really shitty mic. Just some Chinese, brandless microphone. I just don't want to mess with it. This is so much more convenient. But shout out to Sony for putting a mic in this controller, which I'm sure will be. Speaking of exploitation, I'm sure it'll be exploited at some point down the line by some government to spy on you if it's not already being used to do that. But I was just thinking about what we're about to get into, and then what about a little under a month from now when Donald Trump takes office. And that video I was watching was the guy mentioned how there's no electoral path forward for stopping the war in Gaza, and I agree. It's going to take mass movement in the streets, and I was thinking about like how everything else that's going to take mass movements in the streets. How we're not going to have any of our needs met by this fucking idiot. He is not a leader. He's low energy now, to steal one of his expressions. And like this is coming from a guy who just rolled out of bed half asleep. Like I'm just about to just eviscerate him just calmly. And like just the guy, he's a joke. Donald Trump is a fucking joke. He's going to be used by the people around him. That's why there's so many billionaires around him. I think there's literally 14 billionaires in his administration and counting. And you got Vivek and Elon and all these losers. They're trying to exploit him because they can see he's mentally gone. His dad had dementia. He's 79. You can see the look in his eyes, man. He's not the same guy as 2016. He was so vibrant in 2016 and quick-witted. He could just tear people apart. Now he's just so old and weak. Remember, don't forget, he was canceling events, campaign events, because he was quote-unquote exhausted. And I leave links to all this, but my laptop's not on, and it's like midnight, and I'm just recording on a fucking controller. Like I'm not doing all that. You can look it up yourself. But I follow his day-to-day operations very closely, as I do every president and prospective president. Oh, because I care about the country, and I'm like trying to identify who's a threat to this country. And he is definitely a threat to national security and everything this country stands for. And he, I'm just this whole video is just I have a roundabout way of speaking. Just getting to the point is I'm gonna make my prediction of what his presidency is gonna look like if he even lives through it. Like, like I said, he's old now. His mind is slipping, if not all the way gone. And he's not a leader if he ever was. He only cares for Donald Trump. And this country needs a real leader to care for it. And when you put an idiot like that in office, the country's going to be sorely disappointed. They're going to be reminded very quickly within a week, oh, wait, we hate this fucking idiot. And then the country's going to wild out. This is going to take one little thing to light the match, just like George Floyd in May of 2020. And who knows what that's going to be this time. Nobody could have predicted George Floyd. Nobody can predict what the catalyst is going to be this time. But my prediction is that Trump's presidency is going to be pure chaos. I know not much of a prediction, but people are going to separate themselves into little groups because our needs aren't being met. We have no real leaders. Leaders are going to rise up organically in the streets. And you got people fighting for environmental justice, racial justice, prison reform, the war in Gaza, healthcare, like basically just Luigi Mangione fan clubs that might get violent. Like, man, this country is in for a treat. And they deserve it. Like, it's not hard to fix this fucking country. Like, I've brought it up a million times. I've written a platform out. If I ever get the chance, God willing, to run for president of this country, if it even is around in 10 or 20 years, my platform will still be evergreen because we don't have any real leaders that can solve problems. I know how to solve the problems. I have a good brain. I have God on my side. I'm just not fucking evil. I'm not fucking stupid. It's not hard. I don't need a billionaire by my side. I don't need any of that. Just need the people. And, you know, I don't know, man. I just, that's my prediction that his presidency is going to be pure chaos. People are going to split themselves into groups because that's what we do. We become tribal when there's a lack of resources and needs aren't being met. And some of those groups are going to be violent. Just going to be real. There's 400 million guns in this country that you know about. You can 3D print a gun. Look what Luigi did. And that trial is going to be crazy. 2025 is going to be the craziest year on record, I think. 2020 was probably it's the United States craziest year on record that I know about, at least in my lifetime. 2025, I have a feeling is going to surpass. And you have bird flu lurking in the background on top of that. Just get ready for chaos. And, I'm here for it. So I expect it. And Donald Trump's a moron. His brain's gone. Don't expect any real leadership for your egg prices to go down. Fucking idiots.